Alright guys, it's me the Mayor again, and today we have the Beretta M9A1. The major differences from the A1 from the M9, the original standard, is the rail on the bottom, as you can see. It's got that little, one pin continue rail option there. And it's also got the front checker serrations. It's more aggressive, for better gripping strength. The M9 series was kind of controversial back in its day. The 45 was replaced, the 1911A1 was replaced with this pistol. And a lot of troops, they felt that the M9 just, couldn't handle the task, stopping power, penetration-wise. With full metal jacket, that might be an issue, but, according to the troops here and there, they said that the M9 has some pretty good stopping power on camels, But, alright, well, let's go ahead and get down into it. Right, now, a lot of 1911 fanboys out there, they love the 45. This is actually a SIG 220 mag. It holds the same amount, 7 rounds. I apologize for not having a actual true 1911 mag, but they hold the both, 7 plus 1, or 1 in the gun. Alright, well, the 45, I mean, it's a pretty big round, as you can see. The 9, not so big, but when it comes down to a firefight, according to the U.S. military researchers out there, they say that the amount of ammunition actually supersedes the, size of the ammunition. So the Beretta holds 15 plus 1, and the 1911 holds 7 plus 1. Here and there, people have their own personal opinions, but, it's been proven time and time again that the M9 is actually, supposedly a better weapon, according to the troops in the 1911. The only, people that support it, are the old, colonels and the, all those old crazy admirals and stuff. But, just leave your comment and tell me which one you'd rather carry. This is your typical sighting arrangement for the Beretta M9A1. 2 back dots with a center dot. This one does not have tritium in it, as they do not come with tritium. Has a decocker function right here, and it's the safety also. See? That's the decock, and it's now safe. It will not pull double action. When you take the safety off, this has been checked already, don't worry guys. You pull it off, there's your double action, and it's pretty hard double action, but the single action trigger pull, very light, very fancy, feels good. Open top slide, this is another debate. Some people like closed top slides, some people like open top, and Beretta was well, they were the first pistol, corporation that made pistols to, patent this design. They say it actually keeps the gun cleaner, and, it's easier to clear jam or shake out debris. My personal opinion, I've never seen this weapon in particular jam or fail. I mean, and believe me, it was bought brand new, so, it's had at least over 2,000 rounds in this thing. I mean, tons and tons of, ammunition have gone through this, and it looks like the day I got it. I'm serious about this. But, yeah, it's also got a ringed hammer, it's got a hole in it. It's supposed to lighten it up. And the grips are interchangeable, too. These have the standard Beretta logo. But you can buy Hogue grips, you can buy any other grips. It's got a trigger bar right here, and it's not an internal bar. Some pistols do. But I will say, it's really hefty. I think it's an aluminum frame pistol or steel frame pistol. No polymer in this thing except for the mag release button. The inside of the lever is actually not plastic. It's steel. And the grips. And I think this little nub right down here is polymer, the lanyard hole. Alrighty, now how to take this pistol apart. A lot of y'all guys are wondering, how do I do this? What does this do? Where's my little articulation lever? First, cock the slide back. Lock it in place. No mag, of course. Make sure that there's no rounds in the chamber, of course. Alright, see that little button popping up? It's on the other side. You push that first, up. You slide this little lever down. You can't really see it, but see how it's down now? Now when it's down, you can finally release this, and you can let it fall through, fall forward, but I usually hold the slide a little bit and let it ride out, Alright, now let's see what we got under the hood. Crazy hammer strut assembly, we got all sorts of lugs, and you got some internal rails right here on this side and on this side. You have like a little micro feed ramp put into the frame of the pistol itself, and a couple of pins here and there. The trigger reset bar, of course, You know, all sorts of real fancy stuff. Hey, look, there's 45 rounds in an M9 magwell. What's going on here? Alright, being goofy. Got your recoil spring. Gotta be careful of that thing. Now down to this. Now the guide rod is polymer. Alright, a lot of people don't like that. Me personally, I kind of like it. You know, less metal on metal wear. It's really tough polymer. I mean, I highly doubt it's gonna break. You know, the gun doesn't have the polymer rod bend anywhere. Alright, now the barrel. This is the strangest thing. It's got its own like lug system. It's kind of tough to get out there. There we go. See, there's two channels right there that there's like a little like lug system that goes up and down. And it's kind of Beretta patented. I mean, no other pistol has this. You know, it locks it in when, you know, it's ready to fire. And when it fires, that little pin goes back and it unlocks the whole action. But the barrel stays straight. You know, there's no tilt in the barrel itself. It actually tilts here. So if you suppress a Beretta, you know, M9, 92FS, 92F, M9A1, if you suppress one, it's actually, you don't need one of those booster devices for it. I think they're called Nielsen devices or booster devices. Rifling, conventional rifling, you know, no polygonal rifling here. I mean, they're not as crazy as those Czechs, you know, those CZ pistols. And the crown looks pretty nice, actually, you know, from the factory, of course. I mean, the M9A1, it's like their Cadillac of pistol. Put it all back together, get it all straight. You get your frame, you know, here's your decocker and everything. Kind of slide it in that lug. Remember, make sure your lugs are lined up correctly. Make sure everything's lined up. Make sure your lugs are down. Everything's down. Get your recoil rod spring. Guide it in. Be careful with this part. It can shoot out and get you in the eye. And that, you know, the guide rod fits into like that little recess right there. And you just do the exact same thing. Slide it back on the pistol. Push all the way back. Lift up. And, you know, once it's locked back with the slide lock, then you just push forward with this, and you see the guide rod, it'll move a little bit. Alright, there. It's perfect. Ready to go. Alright, guys, well, you know, that's the Beretta M9A1. That's the mare. Thanks for watching. And if you want to get really overzealous with it, ProMag makes a 32 rounder here. 32 rounds of 9mm. Here, let's go and see what that looks like on the weapon host itself. I mean, seriously. What's not to like? Alright guys, well, that's the mare for sure. Thanks for watching.